Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What's up, YouTube? So today in this video we will be installing a 7'6" SnowEx straight blade on my 2015 Dodge Ram Tradesman. This video isn't really like a how to do it. I guess I just recorded and documented for us to, I guess, just watch later. What you see us doing here is just messing with the wiring. The wiring was probably the hardest part of it, mainly due to the company giving me the wrong harness and not enough adapters or anything for my headlights. So we were trying to figure that out forever, and finally figured out it wasn't the right harness. But I returned that and got it switched around and all fixed up. But that wasn't really the only problem the company gave me about getting this plow and getting everything in the right working order. The company wasn't too good about, I just don't know if the salesperson exactly knew what they're doing, but so here we are, we're still messing with the wiring. We had to figure out a 12 volt amp switch, I think it was, for the remote wire to the plow controller. And usually they're in the dash and the fuse box, but here the only fuse boxes in these are under the hood. And it's kind of difficult to find because we've never installed a plow or done anything like this really. So here we are just testing the fuses, see which ones turn on when the truck's on, turn off when it's off. You don't want your plow running 24/7. And we ended up looking up a video and found what to do, and we put it with a, what do you call those things? Not a fuse, but a relay, and it works fine. But that's a good thing about YouTube. You can look anything up and usually find every single solution you need. The nice thing about this plow and getting a brand new plow and getting it specific for your truck, obviously, is everything should fit and will fit. And on these SnowExes, everything was plug and play basically. They got to splice in like 4 wires and do the remote wire. But other than that, everything else is plug and play and hooking up to your battery and running it out of your truck. So that was really nice. I've had older plows. And trying to mess with them is always a hassle because I don't think the harnesses were right for the trucks and blah blah blah. Just people cobbling them together. So having a nice new one was such a relief, and it wasn't too bad to install at all. It took, I'd say it would take a full day if we had the right stuff, but it took about 2 for us as we didn't have the right harness at first.
Yeah.
So obviously with the mount on the truck, you have to drill holes in your frame and mount it that way, which wasn't a huge thing. We used a couple different drills and a couple different bits to do this. There's my brother. And this went pretty smooth actually. But back with the wiring, so they gave me the wrong harness. We hooked up everything, wasn't working. Figured it was a harness, so I went to the dealer, swapped it out, brought it back. Ended up working, and after we got this all put together, I put the plow together, the truck together, hook it up, and the remote is like kind of halfway working, so there's a little on detection light, and it would turn on, but the whole remote's supposed to be like an orange color, and the plow wasn't moving, but the on switch was on, or the light was indicating it was on, and I was moving the wire around, then I finally grabbed underneath and grabbed the wire, and it turned orange, the remote did, and then the plow started actually moving, so there is a short in the controller. I have to bring that back and swap it out. The reason I haven't swapped it out yet is because the truck, I had to put 2-inch strut extensions on it, which is essentially like leveling the front out, so that the bottom of the plow and I have it hooked up wouldn't scrape on all of the bumps and entrances to everywhere.
It's way loose. You might have to get ratchet.
So after I got that leveling kit and everything on there, seems all to be good. Hopefully I can go in there and grab a different remote with no hassle. There's certain people in there that are pretty cool, and there's certain people that aren't, so hopefully I catch a good person to talk to. And here they're just messing with the, so how the plow comes is it comes with the actual mold board or the blade, the light mounts and cylinder and everything, and then the frame mount is in one box, and then there's multiple boxes of like the power harness, the light harness. I also got a down pressure additive little cylinder press on it. So they're all different boxes, but to put these lights together are actually like kind of difficult. Like there was no really instructions for it, and it seemed simple, but for whatever reason it just like didn't make sense.
I thought that's what.
But obviously you got to put together. I just have to adjust the lights, and then it should be all good to go.
Well, we're on the floor now. Wait, nobody's away. Let's go ahead and help you take everything off.
This would be one hard fucking one-man job.
That's tight. Gosh, that way.
You're gonna have to adjust these lights once you get them on. They're like.
So this whole process took about 2 days, 2.5 days maybe. We worked a lot on it one day and then kind of just did it whenever the next day, and then like a half day after that. The wiring was really tricky because, like I've said a couple times now, we had the wrong harness and just could not figure out what was going on or why it just wouldn't work. But yeah, it took about 2.5 days. We haven't had any snow yet to even like really test the plow. I've dropped it in our lot a couple times, like moved a little bit of stuff, but I still have to mess with I'm not even sure what you call it, just the time that it takes to drop down and go back up. It's really fast right now. And I think you can mess with just a couple little like screws or something on the bottom and then adjust that somehow. That's what I saw. But I haven't done that yet. There's no snow in the forecast. It's not like a huge rush.
Never guess how you do
I really want to get that remote switched.
You have to figure it out.
And then I'll probably start messing with that.
How you do that? That's exactly how you do it. Yeah.
What do you mean, like put the nut on?
Yeah, how do you do it? We'll figure it. When we get done, you have to do that one.
Okay.
Without looking over here. Just get the fuck over there.
Which one are you talking about?
This side, the back one.
That back one. We're not just beauty. We got some brains too.
Why'd you already do that one?
Yeah, I see you trying to figure it out. Go over there.
Yeah. Look at it, zooming down his phone.
Yeah. We're wearing glasses.
Yeah.
A topic I kind of wanted to talk about was, I hear a lot of people say you cannot plow the half ton. My old truck was a Chevy 1500 and it plowed fine. It was old and rusty and obviously everything. If you guys watched the video on that, you can see what kind of shape that was in. But it did the job for 2 years and never gave me a problem to the very end. And I think, in my opinion, if you put the right equipment into your front end, you can use a half ton definitely. You don't have to have a F550 to plow snow unless you're plowing rock hard ice that's 8 inches thick or something crazy like that, or trying to for some reason. But as long as you're easy on the truck, easy on your plow, and keep up with maintenance, I think that's the biggest thing, is don't let things build up issues. You gotta address the issues right away. And keep maintenance in your truck, keep maintenance in your plow, and everything should be good. Not saying that in the future I wouldn't like to have a bigger truck to try to plow with. I'm sure it's easier on a bigger truck, and they have trucks that are, the front ends and everything are ready and equipped for like snow plows and everything. But it's not impossible. I mean, I've seen for sale S10s, Ford Rangers, Dodge Dakotas with plows on them. As long as you're not doing it like with trucks like that, you probably shouldn't be doing it commercially at all. And you really need to keep up on maintenance, but it's possible. It's still a vehicle. It's a truck. People think half tons are like smart cars or something, and you can definitely plow them. I don't know why everybody's so against plow them. I know it's probably not the best thing to do, but it's definitely doable. It's not impossible.
What do you do? He's look like he trying to hold that in.
Yeah. I'm gonna do like a temporary zip tie just right here. Hold these wires. Because how much do these stick out of the grill? Like that much?
Yeah. That would be plenty to reload on both these sides.
That's just a temporary one. Alright. What the hell you? See, they ever having a bunch of wires.
You can tuck them down and bring them up right here like this then. Hey, we just make sure all the wires run down like zip time down here.
I'll just go far this way. There. That's gonna hang on this truck.
Yeah, then we don't have the battery like that.
Yeah, that fucking Andrew drink must be kicking because I was like this.
What the fuck? Thought this was like the best tape ever.
Yeah, what's that, 3M?
Yeah.
Fucking Rhino couldn't pull it off.
That's junk. Feel that.
Is it? Is there?
I already peeled it off.
You did?
Yeah. It's good on that side. I think that was dirty. What the hell?
How you doing? Get nice, covered up.
The camera shine. There. You've been working too hard, got too much dirt in there.
Other way.
Somewhere around there looks like, huh? Sticking.
Yeah, that's fine.
So here we have the right harness, and we're actually figuring out, okay, this works here, and understanding the little instructions it comes with, because before we were kind of guessing and trying to splice into stuff, but what the instructions were telling us and what our harness looked like were completely different. And it was different to a point of like, oh, this could work, but it doesn't seem like it should. So we finally got the new harness, and it went pretty smooth after that, because I mean it fits my truck. There's the right harness, so everything should have fit perfectly, which it did. You have to splice into your park lamp and your turning signal and your headlights, which isn't a big deal. You just use some splicers and splice into that. And that's just so your plow lights have turning signal and everything.
The temporary zip ties are permanently done. He's done. So B, where's B? This is all B. Those are to the tail lights. Or the tail lights. That goes to the wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. It is your 12 volt. Yeah.
But there's something that comes off of it. That goes to the controller.
Yeah, so these two go to the left and those three over to the right. Or those two there.
Yeah, then this, I think goes to that. Yeah. Oh!
Mm.
That's alright. What is that? Is that the controller? That's where that goes? What are these? These are coming off of the.
Those are two headlights.
Those goes to the headlights.
To that headlight?
Yeah.
That's the main one, and then this is the only wired. This guy goes to this.
Okay, so what's that?
Would be for ground.
Oh yeah, so open. All right, so we're just working with this little guy right now, because that's a turn signals, and this is the actual headlight. No, it's other way around. So the long one is turn signals.
The bigger one, this one.
The longer one, I don't know if it's bigger. Yeah. All right. So light blue, this guy, goes into the turn on this.
Alright.
So if we turn the car on and push the turning signal. All right, so light blue goes to green, and then brown goes to park, which I'm not even sure what that means.
Do what?
Brown goes to park.
Park?
We turn the car on again. Keys turned open again. Turn off. Okay, I think that's what it is. So I think that one just like turns on. So it's turn is this left one, and then that parking lamp is this middle one.
It sound right, boys.